Stephen, how delighted are you with that performance there tonight? And 1-0 for a long time. How relieved were you when that second goal finally arrived?
Yeah, of course. The plan was to try and finish the game early and try and find that second goal earlier. Whilst it's at 1-0, you're always worried there could be one instance or something that goes not in your favour, and it could be damaging. But I thought the performance certainly deserved a strong away win. I thought first half we were outstanding. Second half we played well in periods, but we lost our way for small periods as well. Probably down to us changing a few things. But listen, the week's been challenging away from here, losing staff members and players, and having to cancel a session on Sunday. We only really had one session going into this game. On the back of Anfield, I'm really pleased that we've came here and we've won away, clean sheet, and it was a really strong performance.
And finally, for me, Stephen, there seems to be an awful lot of maturity in this side since you've come in. I know it's only early doors yet, but you never look really troubled there against Norwich tonight, and your game management really showed out that sort of victory and real sort of composure and a real sort of sophistication as well to your method of play.
Yeah, listen, we looked really organised throughout the game tonight, and I thought we managed the game extremely well. I think we only had one little moment when Ash's back pass was slightly short. Besides that, we've controlled the game in and out of possession. That's what I've seen anyway. And listen, we've got some big leaders out there. We've got a decent spine to this team that we want to, during game to really manage it for us staff on the pitch. And the likes of Tyrone and Emmy in goal, John McGinn, Douglas Luiz, Danny Ings. We've got some experienced bodies on there, Ashley Young as well. They've been there, they've done it, and you could really see that in the performance. We came here tonight for one thing, and that was to win the game with a clean sheet, and the players have delivered.
Duncan, on you go, please.
Hi, it's Stephen. Jacob Ramsey is really flourishing at the moment, and how impressive has he been for you as a midfielder, now adding goals to his game?
He's been outstanding. He's obviously a big talent, and I think that's the reason why Dean gave him his chance here before I came in. So I was aware of Jacob from afar. His consistency levels in the 6 games have been top. He's trained really well. His standards have been high, and I think there's room to grow and improve as well, which is the exciting thing. It's my job to keep nurturing him and challenging him, provoking him, and also keep developing him and moving him forward. But if he keeps performing to that level, it's very exciting for the Aston Villa fans for sure.
And just finally, Jacob said on BT that he's been watching footage of you scoring goals and trying to add that to his game. Is that something you've been working on with him?
Not at all. I never ever watch my stuff back unless someone else has put it on the telly. Listen, I mean, he should try and watch as much football as he can and try and learn off as many people as he can. That's the attitude and the mentality I want, is for him to keep trying to be the best version of himself. The goal was really impressive, the tight 1-2, the power, the speed to get into the box, and then to finish on your weaker side with that power. It was a top goal, but I don't want the goal to take away from the fact that his all-round performance was high level, and I'm really excited to work with him moving forward.
Rob, on you go, pal.
Stephen, well done, mate. Yes. Listen, can you update us on the injury situation? Because Matty Cash and Ezri Konza seem to be struggling towards the end, and Emi Buendia in particular looked in a lot of pain as he came off the pitch.
Yeah, we've got 2 people who have got ice on in the dressing room. That's Ashley Young, who received a kick in the first half, and Emi Buendia as well. Again, he's managing a foot injury. Not a serious foot injury, just one where he keeps getting kicked in the same place. That's the type of player he is. He's always obviously trying to skip challenges here, there and everywhere. So they're the 2 with ice on. In terms of Kashi and Ezzy, they'll be fine. I think Ezzy was just a bit of cramp. We had to put a big shift in at Anfield on Saturday, and then to come here to travel away. Again, he's had to empty the tank for me. So I think that's just a bit of cramp and fatigue. So I'm sure them 2 will be fine.
The other big news is you've gone into the top half of the Premier League this evening. All right, it might only be for 24 hours, maybe 48 hours, depending on what happens over the next couple of days. But from where the team were when you took over, that's a heck of a turnaround, isn't it?
Well, listen, we're very pleased with our points total since we've come in. You know, we ran City close to the wire to try and take something from that game as well. We obviously lost to Liverpool on a penalty, albeit they were better than us on the night. We want to keep trying to win and gain as many points as we can. Now the focus turns to Burnley at the weekend at home. I'm sure Villa Park will be in good voice and get right behind us. And we want to keep trying to be, you know, strive to be better and keep pushing ourselves as far up the table as we can. The focus is on us and no one else. We just need to try and take as many points as we can from now to the end of the season.
Good man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Matt, on you go, please.
Hi, Stephen.
Hi, Matt.
You spoke about the challenging week, and that's now also twice that the team have come back and won after losing a game. Given that this team had lost 5 games on the trot when you took over, how impressed have you been with the character, and have you sort of built that spirit already?
No, listen, we believe the spirit will continue to evolve and grow. I think what we've had, Matt, is total buy-in from every single player in terms of what we've asked. Across the 6 games, I can't ask them for any more in terms of effort and application. We haven't had that much training time. We're getting challenged with the ongoing COVID situation as well. So to deliver 4 wins out of 6 is really pleasing. And we want to go and try and make it 5 out of 7 at the weekend. We won't let these players relax. We want to keep pushing them and challenging them, and keep getting them to be the best version of themselves. Because, you know, when we took over the job, we believed they were in a false position for the talent in the dressing room. That was my opinion on it, but we had to go and prove that, and so far we're doing it.
And you spoke on Jacob. Could I just have a quick word on Carney, because he comes on and he makes that impact for you when you really need it. It's pretty encouraging from a teenager. Yeah,
listen, we've certainly put the gauntlet down to all the youngsters around the squad. Jacob's slightly different because he's had more appearances. But I think we've shown in the short space of time that we certainly trust Carney, and we will give youngsters the opportunity if they prove that they're good enough on a daily basis. We want local young players in this team. But I've put the gauntlet down to the academy that it's not just about talent. You've got to prove that you're as good as these first team players. You've got to be obsessed with trying to move them out the way. And if they show us that they want to take them challenges on, there'll certainly be opportunities given to them.
Matt Mayer, please, when you go, please.
Hi, Stephen. Do you have an update on Marvelous Nakamba at all? I know he was going for to see a specialist today.
Yeah, it's probably the best way to put it is we've had confirmation that he has got a knee injury, and we're really going to have a serious chat tomorrow in terms of do we want him to have surgery or do we manage the injury conservatively? So we'll make that decision in the next 24 hours. But he's certainly going to be missing for some time. It's a serious injury, and we need to make the best decision for him now, which is really frustrating and disappointing because he's been outstanding. But we'll give him every bit of support and care that he needs to get him back in the safest possible way.
Have you got an idea of how long he's going to be out, or is that going to be decided tomorrow in terms of?
We've got a rough idea, but I don't want to get that wrong, and I don't want to put pressure on any of the medical staff, but he'll certainly be missing for a minimum of a couple of months.